I wanted to build a PC that I could actually travel with. So I grabbed the Deepcool CH160 Plus and tried to fit a full all-white powerhouse inside this little ATX box. And trust me, things got tight fast. Today we're building inside of the Deepcool CH160 Plus Case. A beautiful ATX case that comes with a carry handle. Might even take it overseas in luggage. Front I/O, we do have a USB Type-C, 2 USB Type-A's and a headphone jack. Support for full ATX size power supplies up to 140 millimeters in length. And at the same time, we could still fit a 240 millimeter CPU cooler. But we're going full air cooling today. Dust filter at the bottom, the top, and the front, and the whole case has cutouts throughout, so we're going to expect some really good airflow. There's only one thing left to do. Let's start building. For our fans, we're going with the Deepcool FT12s in white. I actually used these in a build a couple of weeks ago. They actually performed better than I thought they would. And so I thought, okay, let's try it in this build. We've got plenty of cutouts for airflow, so why not get some great performing fans inside? I don't need the RGB bling, I just want some pure white fans to go with the rest of the aesthetic. Tell Microsoft to bugger off and get yourself Windows 11 CD keys for 1/10 of the price. Whokeys have a big sale on, and you can use my code IFR25 to get 25% off with loads of payment methods. Copy your code and paste it here to activate. You can even grab Office for your PC for dirt cheap. Don't pay a reoccurring subscription. Use code IFR25 for 25% off. Links are in the description. All Whokeys software products are on sale right now. Our X870 board is caught up in a system that we built about 3 weeks ago. So our only other ITX board that we have is the Strix Z790 iGaming Wi-Fi. Unfortunately, it's not white, as much as I would have loved that. However, I'm thinking once we install the CPU cooler, the RAM, the graphics card, the majority of the motherboard is pretty much going to be covered anyway. So I think we can get away with it. It's not often we go back generations, however, Intel's not doing too well at the moment with its current generation of CPU, so I wanted to go back and see how well the 14700K performs. We were going to go with the 14900K, but when I opened the box, there was no CPU inside, so it's lurking around the office somewhere. But this is a fantastic gaming CPU. We've got plenty of headroom for overclocking as well. These run at really high frequencies. For the storage, we have this Spectrum M460. It's a 1 terabyte drive, Gen 4 speeds. 1 terabyte will be plenty for what we need for this particular system, and those Gen 4 speeds will just help to speed up those load times of our favorite programs and games. Our motherboard only has single slot channels, so we are going with 2 sticks, 16 gigs each stick, so a total of 32 gigabytes. The white Dominator Platinums. Again, to match the color aesthetic, I might end up turning the RGB off. I will just go for no RGB white PC build. This is the Assassin VC Elite, an all-white CPU cooler. My first negative that I saw when I unboxed it is the blades of the fans. Why not make them white as well for an all-white PC build? However, aside from that, this is a really nice looking cooler, and it is the perfect height to fit inside our case. 164 millimeters. It has vapor chamber cooling, dual fans, and it's going to be able to tame our 14700K. is the PN1000M power supply, fully white, fully modular. It's ATX 3.1, gold rated, and 1000 watts. That's gotta be plenty for our system. Even if we wanted to upgrade in the future, there's still plenty of headroom with this unit. Graphics card, we're going with the 12 gig GeForce RTX 5070 from Payless. Mainly number one, because this is our best performing white graphics card that we own. And number two, look how thin it is. Perfect for a small ATX case. We're gonna be able to game at high FPS. We're gonna be able to edit and take advantage of the CUDA performance. And we're gonna be able to color match for that white aesthetic. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 4K full screen extreme settings. So far with the 5070, we are getting over 60 FPS. GPU sitting around 67, 68 degrees. It just missed all the shots. What's going on? Wow, that's crazy. Average FPS of 69. Full screen, Ultra Nightmare mode, Doom, the Dark Ages 4K. We're about to get in the Atlan mech. Let's go. Oh, get him. Go. Get out of here. Oh, oh, here we go. We got through.
We can't stop it now. How long do we have?
Not long. The reactor has sustained heavy damage.
We're seeing an average of around 61 FPS. Whew. Well, our compact mini PC was a success, and honestly, it's gonna make editing on the fly when we're traveling so much easier. And if you like all white PCs, perhaps you'll like this all black one that we did right here. Go and check it out.